Hi guys, welcome back. Today we are going to learn how to simplify algebraic expressions. Hi guys, welcome back. Today we are going to learn how to simplify algebraic fractions. We've got 3 success criteria, and the first one is to be able to simplify algebraic fractions with single terms. So we want to be able to simplify 15a cubed b over 3a squared b squared. So we can write this out in parts. So 15a cubed b would be 15 times a times a times a times b. And 3a squared b squared is 3 times a times a times b times b. Now we can cancel out what we can. So we'll start with the numbers first. 15 divided by 3 is 5. Then we can cancel out a pair of a's. We can cancel out another pair of a's. And we can cancel out a pair of b's. So what we've got left is 5a over b. A second way to do it would be to divide the numbers. So 15 divided by 3 is 5. Then we divide the letters. So because we're dividing, we subtract the indices. So a to the power of 3 divided by a to the power of 2. 3 minus 2 is 1. So that would just be a to the power of 1, or just a. And b on its own is b to the power of 1 divided by b squared. So 1 minus 2 is minus 1. So when the indice is negative, the letter goes on the bottom of the fraction. Here's another example. This time we want to simplify 10xy cubed over 12x squared y. So we write it out in parts. Then we cancel out what we can. So 10 and 12, we can divide both numbers by 2. Then we can cancel out a pair of x's. And we can cancel out a pair of y's. So we're left with 5y squared on top and 6x underneath. Using the second method, if we divide the numbers, so that's 5 over 6, and then x to the 1 divided by x squared, so 1 take away 2 is minus 1, so that means it goes on the bottom. And then y cubed divided by y, so that would just be y squared. So there's our answer. Here's some questions for you to have a go at. Pause the video, and when you're ready to mark your work, press play. Here are your answers. So there's your green answers. There's your amber answers. And there's your red answers. And now we've completed success criteria 1. So now we're going to move on to number 2, and this is to simplify algebraic fractions with multiple terms. So we want to simplify 20x plus 15y over 10x plus 5y. So we think of a common factor, and we can see 5 goes into each of those numbers. So we can divide everything by 5. So our answer is 4x plus 3y over 2x plus y. Here's another example. So again, we need to think of a common factor. So we can divide everything by 2. And then we can also divide everything by x as well, because every term has an x in. So we're left with 6x plus 5y over 8 plus 3y. Here's a question for you to have a go at. Pause the video, and when you're ready to see what you should have done, press play. So in this question, we can divide all the numbers by 3. And that's the only thing we can do. So we've got 3x minus 6 over 4x squared plus 2. Here's another question for you to have a go at. Pause the video, and when you're ready to see what you should have done, press play. So for this question, we can divide everything by 2. And we can also divide everything by a. So that leaves us with 4ab plus 5 over 10a squared c squared plus 3b. Here are some questions for you to have a go at. Pause the video, and when you're ready to mark your work, press play. Here are your answers. So there's your green answers. There's your amber answers. There's your red answers. And there's your purple answers. So now we've completed success criteria 2. So now we're going to move on to number 3, and this is to simplify algebraic fractions by factorising. So to be able to do this next objective, you need to be comfortable with factorising and factorising quadratics. So if you're not confident with those topics, have a look at our 2 videos on those. So we want to be able to simplify this algebraic fraction. So we start by factorising. So we factorise the quadratic on top into x plus 2, x plus 1. And we can factorise the bottom to 2 brackets x plus 2. Now we can cancel out a common bracket. So that means what bracket am I timesing the top by and the bottom by? Well, I'm timesing the top and the bottom by x plus 2. So I can cancel that out. So I'm left with x plus 1 over 2. Here's another example. So I need to factorize the quadratic on top and the one underneath. And then I can cancel out a common bracket. So my answer is x plus 5 over x plus 4. Here's a question for you to have a go at. Pause the video, and when you're ready to see what you should have done, press play. So for this question, I factorise the top and the bottom, and then I cancel out a common bracket. So they've both got an x minus 3 on them. So I can cancel out that bracket. So I'm left with x plus 5 over x minus 2. Here are some questions for you to have a go at. Pause the video, and when you're ready to mark your work, press play. Here are your answers. There's your green answers. There's your amber answers. And there's your red answers. And now we've completed success criteria 3. So now that we've completed the last objective, it's time to end the video. Hope you enjoyed it and hope you found it useful. Make sure to like and subscribe, and be sure to check out the other videos on the rest of the channel. I'll see you next time. See ya.